at Done by Dorothy today. We're here today for day 9 of our 25 days of Christmas, the ephemera giveaway, the freebie ephemera, and the tutorials. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. All the links are in the description box below. Share with your friends, get the word out there. Not every day you get freebies for 25 days, so jump on it. I did have some people questioning about what's going to happen after Christmas. The links will stay here, so they will be viable, and you can, go back and get those if you need them. I will, however, be releasing on day 25 a PDF containing all of the images, so, you can keep and store that or print it all out and keep it together, or, keep it as a file in your computer or phone or, whatever technology that you use. So, without further ado, let's get going. So, day 9, we have this gorgeous, let me turn it this way so you can see it, postcard. It says a very Merry Christmas, but we're not using it as a postcard, so don't get overexcited. Then we have this cute little birdie with like the ribbony outline. So cute. We have a square of the bird. Yes, I know it's a repeat, but we're using it for something totally different. So we will be using those. So let me see. Let me grab something really fast because me being me, forgot to grab my images out, and I have them sort of cut out. We have some other stuff we're going to do with them, but that's where we're at so far. So let's see what we're going to make with them. So let me flip through our book here, and it is getting quite chunky, guys. Okay, so first off, we're going to make our little birdie note tab at the top, and then it's got little pages that you can just write on and journal on, and you can make those as big or as small as you like, as many as you want on there. That's just what I did for the sake of an example. So we got the birdie tag. Then we're going to the one large postcard. We're going to cut down and make a corner tuck out of it. Then we have our little birdie pad. And I glued it. Then I sort of glued it a little bit there. And it's going to have all your journaling room in there. Pages of journaling. And it's got a doily and some cheesecloth and a little birdie. Let me hold it up so you can see it. It's so cute. I loved the bird. I really did. I love the little birds in this one, and I just, they were so cute. Then we have the other part of the postcard we're going to use for another type of tuck. Then we have our little birdie tag, and it's just inked up on the back. So that's what we're going to do. So let me move, let me move my other one over here. Move this to the side. And again, our journal is getting quite chunky, which, absolutely love. I don't need that right now. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find, I set it to the side so I would have it. I wanted to make sure I had all of my stuff here to the side that we could use. And, okay. So, let's start out with the easiest thing first. We're going to start out with our postcard. Now, I know I want, the part with a very Merry Christmas, and this is from a postcard from 1911. I want that to be my corner tuck. So, with the fact I want it to be the corner, I want it to be that triangle in the corner, I'm going to measure, and you can do this with any kind of square or rectangle. I'm going to measure across, so mine is 4 1/8. So I'm going to turn it over on the back because I don't want to mark on the front. And I know I want it on this side where the wording is. So I'm going to measure down 4 1/8 down my side. And I'm just going to sort of put a mark there, right like that. And again, you want to make sure it's on. And I mean, you can flip it over and double check and go, okay, well, if I use this as my corner, am I going to get, the part that I want? So you need to make sure you check that, because if I would have marked this side, that would have cut it this way, it would have cut right through the wording. Okay, so then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm just going to go from that corner to the corner over here and just basically mark a triangle through there. Right like that. Then I'm just going to cut that across. You can cut it with your trimmer, you know, a guillotine style trimmer if you want to, a regular trimmer, or scissors is just as easy. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab my ink and my blender. I'm going to ink my edges up because, you know, I want to give it that antique-y look. Now, when you go to glue these in the pages, you could decorate them. You could put lace, and I may put some lace across the top of this once we get it in there. I didn't, you know, in my example because I was trying to get them in there, but and our book is getting so chunky that, you know, but we do have some base pages to go in, some different things like that. But hopefully this whole tutorial, you know, the whole 25 days is giving you sort of an idea. I know a lot of people go, you know, what can you do if you don't have digital pages? You know, because scrapbook pages or, you know, digital pages, what if I just have, you know, an old book and, you know, that's all I have? What do I do? So let me grab my other, so hopefully this is giving you some ideas. Okay, and I'm just trying to go through here and see, I want to put my birdie page there. I really like that because I think the blue carries over really well with that. Okay, let's put this one right here. I sort of like how it goes up to there. And I'm going to use my art glitter glue. I love art glitter glue. It doesn't buckle the paper. It catches and grabs really fast. It dries super fast, which, you know, if you've only got a limited amount of time that you can craft, you know, you don't really want to be sitting there for 5 or 10 minutes waiting for your glue to dry. Or, you know, doing a little bit and having to walk away and come back and you have to wait for your glue to dry over and over. Let me make sure that I am up there in the... I'm sorry, guys. A little bit off screen there. Okay, so we've got that one in there, so that's done. We need to get our other corner in there, and I think, so I'm going to put my birdies there, with my little, no, but you know what, let's just put this right here. That sort of goes really good with that green. So, and we may come back and, well, I may just go ahead and do it now. While I'm here, I'm going to put a little bit of lace across the top. I didn't in my little sample that I did earlier, but it's easy to do. So there and there, let me cover my art glitter glue up because if I don't, it always dries on me. Okay, let me grab a little piece of this roll of little vintage lace here, just simple lace. Yeah, we'll do that. Let me put some of my Fabri-Tac permanent adhesive. You could use Fabri-Fix. There's a lot of things. I just have a friend who uses E6000 for everything. Bless her heart. It's fine. To me, it's a little overkill, but hey. She just wants to make sure everything's in there. So, let's see. I do know that I need to cut this at an angle so it can fit up in there, and I may have to go back and trim it still again. And I don't want to cover the A up, so I'm going to go a little high. We're about halfway, so you know you're going to have a little bit of that lace sticking up. That's cute. I'm just going to, yeah, see, it still tucks in there really well. And yeah, that lace there just as a little added help. Then I just can't leave enough alone. So I'm going to use my red and tie a little bow to put on there too, just to add a little pop of color there. Knot it up. Oops. Go this way, because put that backwards. I'm going to just do a small bow. And I just do a knot, make a loop wrap around, just like if you're tying your shoes. Pull your other loop through. Tighten it down. This will be fine. It'll work. Tighten it up some. And then you can move your little... You know, somebody was saying the other day they were looking for bows and they were on Etsy buying bows, and they were buying like 2 little bows like this for like $4. They were paying like $2 a piece for pre-made bows, and I'm like, do you not know how to make them? Tie your shoes, it's the same thing. So, which, yeah, but I couldn't believe it because it was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there's my middle. Sorry guys, it's a little OCD. I have to have it in the middle. And I have the little round parts, so made it a little easier to find the middle. Oh yeah, see, I love that little bow right there. That added just enough pop of color for me. It almost makes it look like the old, like, stockinette hose that the women would wear that had the zigzags up the back with a little bow on the top. That's what that reminds me of, with the little lace garter at top with the little bow. How cute. I really do like that. Okay, so we got that. Let's put those aside and move on to the next thing. Let's go ahead and work on our little bird tag here. It's pretty easy to do. Let me grab my ink page. Now you guys are probably tired of looking at this ink page, aren't you? Just the ink up around the edges. It's hard to believe we're on day 9 already. Just doesn't seem like it. Well, it's keeping me busy doing all the videos and the prep and all that, but I've really enjoyed it. Let me ink up the back really good. Okay, I'm actually going to get my blending brush and just sort of, this is one of the makeup brushes you use, like for, I use them basically on my stencils, and just use it on here because I wanted a little bit of heavier coverage, but that's about the only time I find myself using these. I don't really like it for distressing the edges. That's just me. And then we need our stamp for today. And we are on number 9. This is the 25 days by Stampin' Up. Just happened to be the number set that I grabbed to use. So let me see. I need number 9. Oh, 9's just a little bar. That's probably why I couldn't find it. Let's see. It's on here? Nope. It is over here. Oh, it's at the top. It's just a cute little bar, and I like how each of these are different, so you don't get that. And some of them are just, you know, bars or, you know, things like that, and others are a little glue on my fingers. Make sure you don't put it upside down or you'll have everything all crazy. Okay, I'm just going to ink it really well. And let's put it right in the, well, let's see. Let's put it in the middle at the top. Or maybe we went at the bottom. Let's put it in the bottom. Now I just hold it for a little bit, give it time to, you know, soak into the fibers of the paper really well. And that's a little crooked, but hey. not too bad, I guess. Okay, so then find my cheesecloth. I cut a little piece of cheesecloth off. This is coffee or tea dyed cheesecloth, pretty simple. Let's see, put it over here. And I want a little piece of doily. I'm just hacking this doily up. If you make it yourself, which is what I did here, you know what, I don't want quite that big. Makes it a little easier to hack up. Okay, and then I think, do I want to, yeah. I'm gonna use a little bit of this lace. This is sort of a different color. Let me put this under. Just make a little bead. Roll that right up there. And then I'm going to use my Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher. You could glue it. I just, and then it's got, there we go. So that's that. So let's find our, there it is. Oops. Tuck it in there. So we've got that done. Move this back over to the edge again. Then we've got, let's see. Okay, we've got this to deal with. So I just grab my roller. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I know that I want this bird separated from these, so I just lay my ruler where I'm clearing the bird. So mine is roughly 1.5 inches from the top. And I just draw a line across there and know that's where I'm going to cut. Then we're going to set this little birdie to the side. And I'm going to use, again, I know you guys are like, what? Use your corner runner. I'm using my envelope. I leave it set here. I use it so often. So I'm going to round the corners. Just because I think I just sort of like the round corner look. You know, a lot of people don't think about doing that. A lot of people do, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's a mix. Everybody likes it. Okay, so let me jump back here and double check and make sure. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so we're going to ink around the edges. And this one's pretty simple. It's just taking a little time. Now the other one we did, I did sort of small, or smaller. Let me pull it out so we can. So I did really small paper. So this one maybe we'll do a little bit longer, long skinny one so we can see the difference. So we're going to need, oh well, I have an extra half piece of paper here, so we'll just use this. And we know we want it to vary in color. So, I sort of want it in 3 different sizes, so, and then, let's see what the difference is between the, yeah, that's about the same. Let's pull this over a little bit farther so we have a little bit of edge. Sort of just crease it a little bit, and that's pretty good. Now I know I want to do varying lengths. So we'll do this one about right here. And again, this is, I can use for scrap. And then this one, let's do this one about right here. Oops, a little higher than what I wanted to, but that's fine. Okay. So you just need to layer them. Actually, let's see. I'm going to, how do I want to do this? Let's see. I'm going to tear a little bit off here so it almost leaves like a little flag look. And we'll just layer this up some more. And then I have this little piece left over too, so I'm going to go ahead and put it up there too. So we'll just do those layers. So it's just as many layers as you want, and then I'm just going to ink up around the edges. And I like to do the fronts and the backs because, you know, if you're going to write on it and you flip that back up, it just gives it a little bit more look. Now you don't have to do across the top because that's going to be hidden. I know, I just did, but you know, some things are habit. You just go around it out of habit. So, it's hard to believe it's almost the middle of December, guys. It's almost going to be the end of the year. I have so many new things coming in the new year. I'm just going to go ahead and flip these over so I can layer them. I actually want to do some color variation, so I'm going to flip from side to side. Because I have dark, all the dark on one side and lighter on the other. So if I flip, I can sort of around. I do probably later on today there will be another DIY coming out that it's really cute, guys. It'll be really cute to use, and then I'm going to flip the darker side down again. It'll be really cute to use in this, well, in any journal. It's pretty simple, and I sort of like it because it gives you something, a ready-made stash, which I'm all about having, you know, some things stocked up. Because sometimes you're doing a journal or you need something really fast, you know, for a gift day or a birthday. You need a gift, you know, because you're going to go visit somebody. You know, sort of like a hostess gift type thing, or Mother's Day. I mean, sometimes holidays just pop up on us and, you know, you get sidetracked. Let's see. I did the darker side there. Let's do a lighter side this way. And then, again, I keep doing the top, guys. It's just habit. But, you know, you get a ready supply of stashed up, you know, and they don't even have to, if you can just sort of have the main bases done, where you just, you know, throw on your color coordinating material or whatever and be done with it. Okay, so let's turn this over. I'm going to line the tops up. Pretty easy. Now, just to make my life a little easier, I'm just going to staple this across the top. I'm going to staple it once. I push it all the way through. And twice. Okay. For this now, I like to just take it, and I don't even use my scoreboard. I just sort of fold it. Using my bone folder. Sort of burnish it down. And that just makes it a little bit easier, you know, when you're going to use it, to be able to fold those pages. And okay, so we have that. We need to cut off a little piece of our cheesecloth, and we know we want it to back the birds. So, but I want it to stick out a little bit farther. I want it to be completely even. So I'm just gonna trim around the side, and I sort of on purpose make mine go wibbly wobbly because I don't want it all the same. And sort of pull some of the strings out. Get that more worn look. Okay, so let's pull our page out here. Let me figure which. Okay. This is the page we're working in. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab my Fabri-Tac. I do want to sort of line to figure out about where I want this. I'm gonna put this in the middle of the page, so I know I need to get my cheesecloth about there. And I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I have I always like to put a little bit down as a base, and then I'm gonna make sure My little birdie tag is glued up pretty good. Set it to the side. It's one thing I like about fiber tack. Then just above where we did our fold, we need to make sure we put a nice coat of glue on there. And you're just going to drop it somewhat in the middle. You can sort of line up where you want it. And, you know, you could very well, you know, do it this way if you wanted to. After I stick my hand in there. Flip my little birdies around. And the nice thing is we can move this around, move it up. And I'm going to put my birds right below that, where we basically scored, and put the rub it down really good. And then I take my scoring tool, which you don't have to use a scoring tool. You can use, you know, your ruler, your bone folder. Like I've done mechanical pencils. Rub any of that extra glue off. And then I just take my scoring tool and just sort of go right along the edge at the bottom. And so then that makes it where you can fold your pages up and you can sort of burnish them so they're, once you do that, let you fold them so you've got all this room down here to write, and then you have each of your little pages. And you can, you know, decorate these or whatever. I really like the simplicity of that. So you can do it where it covers the whole page if you like. Sort of up to you how you do it. Let's see. So, trying to put my little birdies back in my book over here, because I keep pulling it out as I reference it. Okay. Now, we're down to our final little bird, and I'm going to use my little Tim Holtz because I find these really good. And I'm just going to, basically, I'm not going to fussy cut right up to the edge of the bird. I mean, you can. I'm not going to because I'm actually going to ink it. I'm just going to cut as really close. Just leave a small bit, being careful to watch out for his little foot, or claw, or, is it claw? No? Huh. Yeah. I know the word, it's just not coming to me. Anyway, his little bitty foot. We're going to watch out for his little foot. So we're just going to trim around, and I'll show you in a minute when I get it done. I think it adds so much more flavor to things when you do it. If you like fussy cut and all that, just brings so much attention to the detail. Versus, you know, if I could have just took that rectangle and thread it on there, but it's just not going to have the same feel that. And so that's, let me see if you can, is that, I don't know. You see little birdie? I don't know if it's, I think it's hiding itself. Let me, see that better? Probably see that better. So I just went right around along the edges. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and ink my little bird up and set him to the side. And I sort of ink all around, like even where his little foot is, just to, because if not, you're going to have that really, really stark, bright white, and you don't want that if you're going for vintage. So I just go all around, and then just set him to the side. Okay, let me find... Let me find it over here. Okay. And this is what we're going to make. So, pretty simple. So I need to find another tea-dyed page. Okay, so I'm going to tear this in half. And I'm going to fold this over about 1/3 of the way. I'm going to tear it again. I'm going to fold it in half again. Okay. Now I know I want my bird to be on there, and I want this to sort of be around, you know, the edges. So I'm just going to sort of tear a circular type shape. And all these little pieces like this are great for using, you know, in collages and stuff like that. So don't throw those away. Okay, so there's that one. So now we have our little bird on there. Okay. So we're going to fold this in half again. We're going to lay this over, and I sort of go as close to the edge as I can. And then I'm just going to rip that circle a little bit bigger than the circle underneath. I'll show you in a second. And there is, you know, by doing it, I don't like when they get the real pokey things on the end, but other than that, it does not have to be perfect. So we're going to put it like that. And then you're just going to keep doing that. And you can sort of estimate, you know, how you like this one. I know I want it to be a little bit deeper than this one. So you can put it on there. Fit that over top towards the edge. And you may look through your scraps because you may have scraps of, you know, that or whatever other paper. Just trying to look over here and see if I have any music page in my scrap box. It's that big. Actually, I think I might. No. No, I don't. But I'm going to rip this in half. Fold this over. We'll do this one up a little bit different. I'm going to take my smallest one. Okay. I'm just going to mark sort of around the sides because I want to make this smaller so it's sort of a... And then I'm just going to go inside there. I just want to make sort of a little tab on top with music on both sides. I didn't do that the last time. Okay, so let's get this all inked up. So you're going to ink the fold creases that are going to show on the top. You're going to go around the edges. And again, I go inside. That's up to you if you don't want to. I know that G. Kerr has, Yi Kerr has, I think she does something similar to this. I do mine, I think, a little bit different than she does. But, you know, we all do things differently the way, to our own little fashion. So, I give a shout out to her because I know I did watch her video early on when I first started. So that's where the original idea came from, and then I just sort of took it over and did my thing with it. And you know, it's really hard. I know people go, well, that wasn't your original idea. Well, yeah, there's really not a lot of original ideas out there anymore, guys. I mean, there are, and every once in a while they'll creep up, and you'll see it because they'll take everything by storm. But I learned a long time ago, everything is based off of an idea. And, you know, we all bloom that idea in our own fashion. Just like flowers, you know, you can plant 100, say, marigold seeds or if you want to, and, you know, those flowers are going to grow. And they're all going to be marigolds. I'll give you that. But each one's going to be its own individual flower. So like snowflakes. Same difference. And yeah, that's for how our ideas are. You know, we may have the similar concept, but we all make it happen in our own little way. Our own little piece of creativity that we leave on Earth when we go. So, just that. And I'm sorry to ramble, guys. I'm sure you guys are like, what? I really, can you tell I really like I love crafting. It's so peaceful, and it's sort of time to wind down, and it sort of gives you time, you know, to look back on things and sort of meditate. And it's a form of meditation. It really is, because there's such comfort and joy in crafting. And, you know, if you're making something for somebody, or, you know, even if you're not, and you're making it for yourself or to sell even, there's just, I don't know, there's sort of a peace in knowing you're passing something on that is so basic, just so simplistic. No matter, I mean, I know we add all tons of stuff on it and all that, but you're making it, and it's something about making something, you know, yourself. Yeah, I'm going to slide in with my tiny attacher again into the very middle, as close as I can get to the line, and just put one in there. And then I'm going to grab my art glitter glue. So there you go, you guys. All got Dorothy's personal spill on using craft as a meditation. So when you get stressed, don't worry about it. Just start crafting. And we're going to put our piece of music on each side, and that's also going to cover up our little staple. And you can make these as basic or as fancy as you like. Just like everything with a junk journal, and, you know, just make it your own. So that's going to cover up that little staple. You're not even going to be able to see the staple on the outside. And I really like the touch of the music, especially with little birdies, because, you know, little birdies are always making music. Okay, and then I need my cheesecloth again. Just going to cut off a piece, but I need a piece big enough that it can go over both sides. Yeah. Do a little Fabri-Tac here in the middle on that top layer. I'm just gonna lay it over there real easy, because then I'm gonna cut, and I'm gonna need a bigger piece for this. I'm gonna just hack out a little more, a little bit more of my doily. I know I need to go both sides, so a little bit too much. So let me trim it down, which is fine, because all of this will just go on something else. And that'll work. Okay. I'm gonna put, you know what, let's just put a little glue on here. Do it this way. Makes it easier sometimes. And that way we don't have it all over the place underneath. It's just going to be mostly on there. And I'm just going to lay my doily on there. Sort of push it down. It's stringy today. Okay, then you're going to just sort of look and decide which side you really like, what you want for your front and your back. I really like this one for the front. Then I'm going to glue my little birdie on. Put glue on him. And put him right in the middle of the doilies where I'm putting mine. Put all my lids on my glue. All my stuff away here, so I've got room to, when we attach it into the book. Roll it out of the way. Stamp pad back up. Okay, so there we go. So let's pull this one out, and we're just gonna slide our little birdie in there. This is the one. And then, so yeah, our little book is getting quite delicious. It's getting quite full. I think I'm going to go until the 12th in this book, And then we'll go into the second signature for the other 13 days. But we won't attach until we get done, so we can, as long as we do that, we can move pages around as we need to. Let me get my other one over here because I'm actually doing 2 at a time. One is my prototype, and make sure I hold that up so my little bird don't get stuck. Okay. There's that. Then my little paper clip, my postcard back here would come off. So slide it back in. Okay. And like I said before, one of these I will be giving away at Christmas. And the other one, oops, that doesn't go on there. And the other one, I may be selling, I may be keeping, I haven't decided yet. I think I might keep it just because it's going to be a fat, chunky little journal, that's for sure. What I may do is I may fill this one up and then, you know, start on another one. I don't know. We'll notice when we get there. I haven't decided the final outcome yet. So, I'm going to put my things over here. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me. Again, this was day 9 of the 25 days of Christmas giveaway. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you're having, you know, a good time with the tutorials and all that. You know, if it's really something you like, let me know in the comments below. So, you know, I can do some in the future for, you know, different holidays, or, you know, maybe, you know, build a kit for like a nature themed journal or something like that. So remember, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share on Facebook, you know, get the word out there. Thanks guys for sharing your day with me. Have a great day. Today is Monday. I hope the rest of your week is awesome. And we will see you back tomorrow for day 10 of our 25 days of ephemera giveaway. Have a great day. Bye.